Hi, I'm William Tenholder. I've been playing for over 50 years and have won thousands of games around the world in competitions online. And I would like to share a very quick game with you here. This is a very interesting setup. I've laid it out for you, and I'm going to go through this pretty quickly for you. This is a tricky, with the pawn to e5, putting the knight out on f6 is somewhat tricky. You have to study that because there is the e5 push of the pawn that makes you move your knight right away. You have to be prepared for that. You have to study for that. I don't use this against every player. Most of the high-rated players will push the e-pawn, and then you've got to know your stuff after that. Okay, so we're going to move on. This is a nice quick game. So they brought out the knight instead of pushing the pawn, and I think that's great for intermediate players to develop. Next, I made sure now with my pawn move to e5 that I have secured a good game, a good development, and that pawn cannot do the nasty e5 move. So now we're going to move along quickly. Knight comes out. I really agree with that. It's great for development. Gives places for the rooks to move. They're not stuck in the corner like you see a lot of games. So this is good. Excellent for white. I do the same. I think this is just a great strategy. Develop those knights, and you got lots of movement. The bishops will flow. The rooks will flow. It's all good. Okay. So moving along as quickly as we can here. The attack on the knight. That's an excellent move. Why not come out and attack? I agree with that. And so I did the same. So now we have, look at that. Take a photo of that. Perfectly beautiful, symmetric picture. It's just like two bows and arrows. Two bows, if you look at those two, totally symmetric. It's a beautiful thing to see. So now, who's going to win? They castle. I castle. Look at the symmetry of this game. It's just beautiful. And so now, both have a chance. It's game on. Both have a chance to win here. Rook comes out. That's a superior move. I chose to break up the center with a chance for an attack. Pawn takes, and I respond by taking with the knight, and that's unopposed. So now I have the two active knights out there and the bishop, and my other bishop sitting on the back on c8 is also very active. So it is ready for an attack here. They know that. They take my knight. I take towards the center. Keep some control on the center, even though the pawns are doubled. That's okay. So next we have a chance, very good chances for attacks here, all over the board. Now, they come in with the knight, and that's a blunder, really. That's overconfident, and we're going to see how that plays out. So now, the queen has an attack here, and with the bishop on c8, can easily move up and attack. Okay, so this is pretty tricky here for white. They have to know what they're doing. The knight felt they had to move. I agree. But what can it do from there? Nothing. So there you go. There's the attack you have to be aware of. Bishop comes in. The pawn is pinned. What do? Move the pawn. That's okay because that sets up another attack. And here it comes. So bishop comes in, attacking that pawn. And still there's not much they can do. They're kind of Yeah, they've got some attacks there. It's a knight on the queen type of attack. Let's see what they do. Well, they moved the pawn up with an attack on the queen. And now here's where it gets pretty risky. I actually went very, very risky here with the knight on attacking their queen. Now, they didn't feel comfortable with the queen exchange. And I don't blame them, because I would have beaten them anyway. So now I take, they take, then I move my queen into the optimum position. They don't quite see that. They attack my queen, and that's checkmate. So that's a nice quick game. It's really a game for beginners, I would say, and intermediates. This is the way, an intermediate or upper level chess player, master, grandmaster, is going to defeat a slightly weaker player. So I hope you enjoyed the game. Happy hunting out there. Have a good night.